So as you can see, before we used some basic statistics terms. So I want to introduce these basic statistical terms for you, which I think it will be beneficial in our future lessons. So you from high school believe you know like what is a mean. So mean is a sum of all the data points divided by a number of these data points. Yeah. So for example, we are given this amount of number, and in order to calculate mean value, we just sum up these values and they divide by its number. Then we calculate mean value. Yeah. And the next one is called median. So in order to calculate median, what we should do, we should create ordered data point here, in ascending order or in descending order, and then we just choose element in the middle, which gives us median value. And mode. Mode is a expression that describes the frequently occurring data, yeah, in our data points. For example, we are given this kind of numbers here, yeah, sequence of numbers, and here, as you can see, number one occurring several times in our sequence of data. So then mode will be 1. Yeah. Sometimes we might have the case in which 2 data points occurred frequently and their frequency is equal. Yeah. So in such case, we call it B model. In now this example, 5 and 10 is the mode of this given sequence. Another term called standard deviation. So if you remember, previously we calculated mean value. Yeah. So mean value describes as, for example, mean. Let's say we want to know mean age or mean height of Kazakh people. Yeah. So in such case, we just measure height of all Kazakh men, and then we can sum up and calculate mean value. Yeah. But deviation shows some men with very high height, yeah, or with low height, and we want to know how much it differs from mean value. Yeah. So how much it deviates from the mean value. So for that purpose, term is called standard deviation, in which we use mean value and just calculate difference between each data points, yeah, each height of the man, and we divide by the number. So then we will know for how much we have deviation from the mean value. Yeah. So this is what is called standard deviation. But in this calculation, there is one problem. Sometimes sum might be equal to 0 because these differences, how to say, these differences eat each other. Yeah. For example, positive number can eat by a negative number, and actually this difference at the end might be equal to 0 yet because of different signs. So in order to prevent that, there is term we can square them and take under root square. So in such case, we will not lose information. Yeah. So this is in general about standard deviation and the variance. Variance here is similar to standard deviation, but it describes how much data points differ from mean or on average or squared from mean value. Yeah. So quantity of how much data points differs from mean value. So this is measure of this term called variance, and the formula is given as in this equation. So this is that's all related to some basic statistics and about linear regression model. So in general, studying linear regression model is very beneficial for those persons who never worked with machine learning algorithms. It gives you basic idea how, for example, what happens during training phase. Yeah, during training, actually, we finding these parameters, optimal hyperparameters or coefficients, yeah, in linear model. So as you can see in linear model, we just need to find 2 coefficients, but in complex models, kind of deep learning, we might have millions of parameters which should be optimized. So thank you for your attention. Bye-bye.